Man, if you thought that the month of June has been crazy as hell inside of Raid Shadow Legends, and you'd be right, then prepare your anus for the month of July, because things are fit to get even crazier. What is up, guys? This is Sunburnt Corb, and we're going to be talking about the resources that you're going to need for the Titus Black Plume fusion, if you're going for that. We're going to be talking about the very, very real possibility of a 2x Primal Shard event coming up next month. It's stacked as hell. We've got a hell of a lot to get to, and so let's get to it right after I remind you guys about the best beginner promo link in the world that you can find down below at the top of the video description box, man. Clicking on that link and using that link to sign up to Raid not only gets you all of the freebies that you see on screen right now on your brand new Raid Shadow Legends account, so make sure to send that link to a friend if they're looking to start playing Raid Shadow Legends, but everybody who uses that link also speeds up the rate at which my Sunburn queues itself, and so yeah, click on that link and use it to make a new Raid account if you're looking to start off a new free-to-play adventure or looking to get a friend into Raid Shadow Legends as well. I'd really appreciate it, as would my flesh. But first things first, the upcoming fusion for Titus. I did go ahead and launch a poll just to see how many of you guys were actually interested in going for this fusion, and it seems like about 31% of you guys in total are actually still going to be pushing for the fusion, even if it's admittedly going to be a little bit painful in terms of resources on your accounts. This is honestly a little bit more people than I expected to be going for this fusion, given how resource drained most people's accounts are right now. But then again, it is, I think, the first ever Void Legendary fusion, and so even if it's going to be a huge pain, a lot of people reluctant to skip on this one. A lot of people, however, 60% of you guys, in fact, just opting out of this fusion purely because, well, your account just doesn't have the resources to get it done, because Prime have done an incredible job at draining everyone's resources over the past month. Now, one thing to note, if you are going for the fusion, prepare your butthole, man. I'm not playing here, okay? This fusion is not going to be easy in terms of shard resources in particular. So, during a summon event, God, we're talking sacred shards, man. A lot of people, don't click off the video just yet. We've got a lot of other things to get to, right? I know everyone, is really lacking sacred shards right now, but we've got more stuff to get to after this. I'm just saying, unless you've got, 15 sacred shards or something going into this fusion for Titus, that might be a bit of an exaggeration. Just give up now. Not really, again, maybe a bit of an exaggeration, but sort of not untrue either. So for the Summon Rush event coming up in the Titus fusion, that's 6 or 7 sacred shards out the window right there. So if you don't have those 6 or 7 sacred shards, forget about it, okay? Next up, on around the 10th or 11th-ish of July, so basically probably when the Champion Chase tournament goes live in this Titus fusion, we are due a 2x event for sacred shards, okay? Double chance to pull legendaries from your sacreds, right? That means you're probably going to be using sacreds for the Summon Rush and sacreds for the Champion Chase as well, probably around 15 sacreds total, maybe. It is so RNG dependent using sacred shards to get through a Champion Chase that it's difficult to call. It might be less than 15 sacreds total throughout the entire fusion. It might be more, okay? It can get painful very quickly indeed, relying on sacred shards, even on a 2x to get through a Champion Chase, that is. And so, my advice to you right now, you want to start preparing for this fusion, right? You've got your sacred shards ready to go for the Summon Rush, but you don't quite have enough to get through a 2x sacred shard Champion Chase. What you want to do is start preparing as many fusion champions as you can right now. Get them ready to rock and roll. If you've got any of these fusion component champions for the Relic Keeper, for the Broadmoor, for any other fusions, right? Start farming them up now. Farm them up potentially during the CVC that's coming up as well. That's a good time to do it. Some champion training, some CVC points, all of that good stuff, you know. Get your fusions ready, because fusing these guys is going to be free points during the upcoming Champion Chase. And again, it's a Champion Chase tournament that's got a very high likelihood of being a 2x on sacred shards to get through that. Now, that said, another way that this could go is Prime might make it so that you get something like double Summon Rush points for pulling Ancient Shards during the Summon Rush event instead. That's definitely a distinct possibility here, given that it's kind of unusual to have 2 shard pulling events back to back, both of which are required for a fusion, and both of which lean very heavily or encourage you to pull sacred shards. That's cruel even by Prime standards, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised if there was a double points event for Ancient Shards during the Summon Rush, at which point you could choose to pull the Ancient Shards for the Summon Rush instead, saving your Sacred Shards for the 2x on Sacred Shard event during the champion chase. I'll also toss in here as well that the tightest fusion that's coming on up is going to be a mixed fusion, meaning that you're going to be collecting epic champions during the fusion events. We don't know what that epic champion is just yet. It might be a pretty good epic champion, so even if you're skipping the fusion completely, keep an eye out, man, for what the fusion component champion is going to be in the tightest fusion. It might just surprise you and be pretty good. Now, if you are thinking about going for the fusion, make sure that you use the coming like 5 or 6 days before the fusion begins to farm up at least, I think it's like 24, 25, 24, I guess, of all of the superior affinity potions, right? All of the big affinity potions, so that you're ready to ascend those epic champions and fuse them into Titus with just minimal friction during the fusion. It's just a good practice to do, and so yeah, get your fusions in order now. The superior fusion potions, that is, if you're planning on going for it. As for primal shards, okay, I mentioned something about primal shards a little bit earlier on in the video. I do want to touch on that again. There could be a surprise event at some point during the month of July where we get a 2x on primal shards. I'm not really expecting it. They could even offer something like double points on primal shards during a summon rush to try and bait people into using them so you can get through the summon rush a little bit easier. Don't fall for that either. I don't think that's something that they've almost ever done, but you know, strange times for Raid Shadow Legends right now, so I'm just saying be careful of that, because the mythical champion, of course, that's part of the event dungeon right now, Karosa, actually hits the summoning pool and becomes summonable from shards. I believe it is August 6th, right? So a little over a month from now. When Karosa the Covetous becomes available from Primal Shards, that's when you might expect there to be a 2x on Primal Shards event. And so this is more of like a word of warning than anything. Just don't touch your primal shards, right? Just don't touch them for the entire month of July, unless like a huge surprise comes out in left field and Karosa gets released early or something, and there's like a crazy just pop-off 2x event or something like that. I don't see it happening, but do be expecting there to be primal shard pulling events early on in August. And so, as always, primal shards, diamond hands, wait for those 2x chances to get mythical or legendary champions from your primals. Ugh. Man, I've got to stop being so expressive in my videos, man. My forehead is on fire right now, dude. Oh, the goddamn, I've never had like sunburn that swells up before, dude. Like, I've got some crazy forehead action going, man. I look like a goddamn, I've got some Mortu Macabre action going. I've got some Star Trek action going, man. Oh, it's not great. Anyways, man, that is a lot of speculation for upcoming events for the month of July, but you know what? I've got a damn good feeling that I'm like 85% accurate with most of my assumptions and predictions that are coming for events next month. You also gotta understand, man, I spend to get up like 2 videos a day on this channel. I'm doing a lot of homework all the time on what events are coming up. I'm studying like release schedules and stuff for certain shard pulling events and stuff. I'm like trying to plan my content as far ahead as I possibly can so that I'm never missing a double upload day here on this channel. So it's a huge part of my job here on YouTube as a Raid content creator to be able to gauge what's coming and plan out my content. And I'm telling you, I feel like I'm pretty on point with my predictions of how the shard pulling events and stuff are gonna go for the month of July. That said, if you feel like I'm way off with anything, I'd also love to hear about that as well. A lot of my wisdom that I've learned and picked up about this game, and I'm still picking up from this game, does come from the YouTube comments, so make sure to keep those coming on in. I hope you guys are all doing well. Don't feel pressure to engage in any of these gosh darn events if you don't have the resources to do them. I'll leave the video on that because a lot of people are strapped as hell right now. Will I be going for the fusion on my free-to-play account? Hell no, dude. No way, right? Not a chance in... Dude, I'm not gonna put... Man, not out of the question, right? Main account? Yeah, I've got the resources to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Of course I am, right? I might even try and win a cheeky championships tournament in the midst of all as well, because, you know, it's always entertaining for you guys, right? Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you all did enjoy. And most importantly, I hope that helped you plan out your shard usage and resource expenditure plans for the month of July a little bit ahead of time, man, and get you guys thinking about how you might be planning to use those in the coming weeks. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure that if you're looking to start off a new Raid Shadow Legends account, man, that you get that done by clicking on my beginner promo link, which you can find down below at the top of the video description box, man. Just click that link on your laptop or on your PC. Use that link to create your new Raid account, man. And all of the freebies that you see on screen right now shall be yours on that new account. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Look after each other. And then we're going to catch all of you all just a 10 bit later, man.